Hello there, welcome. In this video presentation, we are going to demonstrate how to create a decentralized application for blockchain health record system using Ethereum blockchain. We will start from scratch and go up all the way to design, develop, test and implement this DM. In the beginning, we will define requirements and related functional components. Then we will collect user stories and carve out technical requirements from them. Once the previous two exercises are done, we will shift our focus to defining tech stack architecture, which will elaborate what technologies we are going to employ to implement the project. Then we will decide which framework we are going to use. Then we will try to understand and create smart contract, which is nothing but blockchain implementation or a back end of the DApp. After that, we will understand and implement the client side or the front end of the DApp. Once the development is done, we will write test cases and perform testing and modify the DApp if required. Finally, we will deploy the application locally and we'll see a live demonstration of how the DApp works. Hello and welcome back. To keep our demonstration guided, we will refer this document to describe various stages of the development process. So let's start the presentation. This project is all about creating a blockchain health record system, which will facilitate recording of healthcare data, specifically the patient's data onto blockchain. The outcome of this project provides a system where different healthcare service providers like hospitals, insurance companies, pharmacies, etc. can come together and create a consortium using public blockchain network like Ethereum. To initiate the network, minimum one service provider is required. So when we deploy the Solidity smart contract onto the blockchain, by default, one set of service provider with a couple of admins is already there. Later on, the default admin can add other service providers and their admins. Going forward, these admins can add more admins and users for their organization. When we say users, it primarily means doctors, patients, pharmacists, lab technicians, etc., who have unique privileges or roles while interacting with the system. To get more detail, let us look into the document. So we begin with the requirements, which are broadly categorized as functional requirements and technical requirements. To collect the requirements, we have employed Agile User Stories technique where we document the requirements from each role user describing their needs and expectations from the system. On the screen, we can see the needs of admins. For example, they would like to set up new service providers like hospitals, insurance company, etc. so that the users can be assigned to respective service providers and they can participate in the system. Similarly, the admin needs to create new users. After the admins, we have doctors and patients as users of the system. Doctor would like to record health data for patients and patients would like to access the history of their health data. So these users stories help collect the requirements and determine the acceptance criteria which will guide during the testing of the system. After the user stories have been documented, they help determine functional requirements. For example, in order to cater various needs expressed in the user stories, we need to design the system functionalities, means how the system would fulfill the requirements of each user roles. So this table shows the functional components to support the functionalities as expected by each user role. For example, the landing page or home page of the DApp front end will provide navigations to create service provider page where admin can create service providers. Similarly, admin can access create user page to add or update users in the system. Likewise, doctors can access to health records page to record health information or data for a patient getting the treatment in their hospital. Finally, the patient can anytime access their health history by logging to My Health Records page. To support the functionalities as described earlier in the functional requirements, we need to implement a DApp, a decentralized application, and following are the software requirements to develop the DApp. For instance, we need to create Solidity Smart Contract, which contains the business logic and resides in the blockchain. Then we need to develop individual front end or user interface pages like homepage, service provider page, etc. We have selected Ethereum public network with POW as consensus mechanism algorithm. Also, we use MetaMask, which contains private keys and addresses of the individual users. We will use React JavaScript library to create the front-end pages. In this basic D app, we are not developing any centralized backend to either provide APIs facility or data storage facility, since we don't intend to provide those features at this time. Hello and welcome back. Now, let us talk about its architecture. As we can see from the diagram, there are only two layers, presentation layer and the backend. The various users of the system can interact among themselves using the front-end application which talks to the blockchain where the actual business logic is saved. The user needs to access the home page of the D app and log into using MetaMask address and private key. The Ethereum address has been designated as the login ID. Various participating service providers can have a full node implemented, while the patients need not do so. They simply can have a light node to access the blockchain backend. Tech stack architecture. For the tech stack, we are using Ethereum blockchain as backend with Solidity programming language to write the business logic. Also, we are using MetaMask for the key management and login and React.js to develop the front end. Smart contract code and implementation. This is the smart contract code written in the Solidity programming language. We can see that various subcomponents of the business logic have been codified in this contract. Later on, when we are having a code walkthrough, we'll see this code more closely. Client-side implementation. We have created mainly 4 pages for the user interface. They are service provider, user, health record, and my health record pages. Service providers page. On this page, the admin can add new service provider, access the profile of the service provider, and update the detail of the service provider where he belongs to. It should be noted that even though an admin from one service provider can create another service provider profile and its admins, but they cannot update the profile of another service provider and their admin. Only respective admins can do so. So for example, an admin of ABC Hospital can create another hospital DEF and its admin but cannot modify it once they are created. But the admin of DEF Hospital can update the profile of DEF Hospital. User page. Using this page, the admin can create, read, and update and delete the user profiles of the doctors and patients for their organization. For example, admin of ABC Hospital can create user profiles for ABC Hospital. Please note, the user profiles of the patients can only be deleted if there is no related health record in the system for that patient. Similarly, the user profile of a doctor can be deleted if he/she has not entered any health record for a patient and do not have health records for themselves as well. Health records page. This page is for the doctor to record health information of patients. Only they can create, read and update health data. Please note, an admin cannot utilize this page to get any health information about a patient because it is against the confidentiality norms. Only the doctor should be allowed to access the medical history of a patient and nobody else. Next is My Health Records page. Next is Health Record page. This page is for the doctor to record health information of patients. Only they can create, read and update health data. Please note, an admin cannot utilize this page to get any health information about a patient. Next is My Health Records page. This page is for anyone who has ever been a patient and the doctor has recorded health information for them. The patient can anytime see their health history. Hello and welcome back. This time we'll focus on writing the test scripts. So this is the test script program written in JavaScript and executed via Truffle console. We can see that the test cases which verifies individual subcomponents are there in the Solidity smart contract program. So before we deploy the smart contract on Ethereum blockchain, we can test it using Truffle framework. Later, when we are having a code walkthrough, we will have a detailed look into the test script and we will also run the test cases so that we can verify that all the test cases passes successfully and the program is fit to move into production. During the deployment, we will follow these steps as shown in the screen. So basically, we need to turn on the blockchain using truffle develop and migrate reset commands. And in another window, we need to execute npm install and then run npm start. Npm install is to install the dependencies, and npm start is to launch the front end. As mentioned earlier, that we are going to run the test scripts and test cases. So these are the test cases and there are individual sub test cases or test scripts we are going to run during the code walkthrough.